Radiation exposure, nominal. Genetic integrity, stable. Bacrior concentration, 0%. Radiation exposure, nominal. Genetic integrity, stable. Bacrior concentration, 0%. Radiation exposure, nominal. Genetic integrity, not found.
What? Oh, yeah.
Bacrior concentration, 0%. Radiation exposure, 35 MSV.
That's probably fine.
Genetic integrity, acceptable. Bacrior concentration, 0%. Radiation exposure, nominal. Genetic integrity, stable. Bacrior concentration, 1.4%.
Yikes.
Up 0.15% from previous scan. Radiation exposure, nominal. Genetic integrity, acceptable. Bacrior concentration, negative 400%.
Odyssey, do you want to try running that scan again? You can't wander off. I can't hear you when you wander off.
This is pitiful.
Yeah, I told you, it's square.
Yeah.
I need to
I'm
go
gonna have to
steal some
commandeer
food.
this one. See, this one. This one's north to south.
Yeah.
It's the only way to the other side of the map for miles.
Yeah.
Gotta make it better. Start by getting rid of all those trees. The axe I don't have, come to think of it.
Are you carving out this whole thing? I'm gonna go get you a better pickaxe. He's cutting a canal through the mountain with stone pickaxes.
Who is?
Zaxicon.
Is he okay?
I don't think so. I'm bringing him a new pickaxe.
Does it need to be through a mountain?
Yeah, he doesn't like the one that's there. It's the one with all the torches on it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it doesn't make a tunnel better.
Nope, it's not how this works.
So is this your place?
This is I'm gonna say yes because you just saw me stealing from it, but it's not. Oh, hang on, our juice is ready. Here, have some juice.
Oh, thank you very much. Great.
Yeah.
Wow. It's fun. I like
Yep.
that. I'm gonna go boat around and see what's new.
All right, I'd offer you my boat, but it's not actually my boat, and it's got stuff in the back.
Don't worry, I'll steal it. Oh, there's one. No, that's full. That has passengers.
It's occupied by ghosts. Yeah, sorry. It's haunted. Take another boat.
God damn it.
Yes, okay. So, this, I think, you're going to find very useful for what you're doing. You take that. It might not work during the day, but let's go over to somewhere where it's dark. So, pop down in here. I'll just knock this out real quick. All right. Take that lantern. Boom.
Oh.
Yeah.
It automatically puts tosses down.
Specifically,
Oh, that's
automatically
very
puts them
neat.
down in the nearest spawnable area. But yeah, so when it gets nighttime, that's a thing to have.
That would be helpful in the cave.
Yeah. For God's sake, take this pickaxe! You want to see our canal?
I saw a bit of it.
Yeah. It's ambitious.
Also, did anyone take my boat?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. It's over by the elevated platform.
Okay, I was looking for it and like, I just want to go home and I don't want to swim.
Do you want to borrow my boat?
Yeah, so.
Where did you run off to? There you go. Never leave home without it. Okay. That's not gonna work.
Oh.
This canal is closed under the auspices of the Panamanian Port Authority, I'm afraid.
But I got the seas through.
No, that's not gonna work.
Alright, see you later.
Bye-bye. Oh, Lord. All right, I gotta get out of there. Let's do literally anything else. Oh, hell, I've been Jurassic Park. Yeah. Okay, so that didn't go great. I died like 5 more times because one of the pigs stole my sword and my armor, which had thorns, so the half-broken stone tools I had for backup gear really were not up to the task of recovering it. I did eventually manage to get down a respawn anchor and recover everything, and I made it out of there with a little bit of ancient debris and one of the brute's axes and a new efficiency 5 pickaxe, which I loaned to Zacticon, and he promptly logged out with it. Lesson learned. Ah. You camel, move faster. Christ. Okay, it's been a couple of days. I think we're on day 4, maybe 5 at this point. I don't know. We started on Sunday. It's Friday now. I don't know. But this let's just zoom back in a little bit. This is the bird plate, which is of course the opposite of a fishbowl. This is my boardwalk, my elevated platform is just what I've been calling it. I've made what is basically Salty Pete's old fishing store out of the materials I had available, because it's what I know how to build. I didn't know what the hell else to do. I didn't have any plans for my starter base or for much of this season. I just know mud is the goal. I have a camel that didn't want to come up the water elevator, so it's just dangling. So let's talk about just one of, probably, it's a very subtle change, but I think it's my favorite. It's such a small thing, but that's not it. I've made the smithing table able to upgrade every tier of equipment into every other tier, pretty much. So you can take, for example, a gold helmet and one of these iron plates, which is a new item that you can get, except it's not a new item, it's just a heavy-weighted pressure plate that I put a new label on, and an iron ingot, and you can just pop it on up to an iron helmet. Problem solved. And you can do the same thing with these boots. Bam, they're iron now. And it's just such a small thing, but it makes gold so much more useful because gold has a very high enchantability value. You get a lot better enchantments off of it, like double the strength of enchantments you would get off of a diamond chestplate. And there's no reason to do that because gold is going to break in 2 minutes and it can't mine anything worth your time. So why would you ever make gold armor to take advantage of that? Unless you could, not my clipboard, unless you could upgrade it to an iron helmet and then a little less graceful, I guess. Doesn't look as pretty as just upgrading an iron piece of armor, for example, into a diamond piece of armor. You can just combine those. It's not as engaging. But I digress. Another thing that I've done as soon as I finish my shoes here, another thing that I've done is I have In the game, there is a little NBT tag, or a component they call it now in armor, that when it as you repair it over time, its repair cost, I'm making air quotes like you can see them, goes up. So eventually over time you'll no longer be able to repair your item. I've just removed that. You can just repair it indefinitely, because mending lets you repair it indefinitely for infinitely cheaper, and the power creep in this game is driving me out of my mind. So, you know, I figure if you need like 30 iron to make an anvil that is slowly going to break over time, and like 3 levels and some diamonds to repair your armor, it's pretty much equivalent to putting mending on it and never having to worry about it again, right? I'm having a difficult week. But my armor's just about done. I don't really need this helmet. So, what's happening going forward? What's the state of affairs? I don't know what this is going to look like going forward. I know what my permanent base is going to look like once I move out of the starter houses. I have a little workshop area in here with a really not secret door back into my other house. But I know what I'm going to build. I don't know where I'm going to build it, or in what biome, or what sort of terrain, because it's sort of a weird image I have in my head that doesn't really conform to hilly, mountainous terrain or any of the grass colors, quite frankly. So I don't know. Casey's done this cool thing over here. I want to show you this. As with Season 5, with some slight alterations, we have the crockpot system. So you can, throw ingredients in a crockpot. It's only a 3-ingredient system now instead of a 4-ingredient system, and it doesn't take fuel. It just cooks off of a campfire. So Casey has put together that's not a ladder, his patented melon farm. Not a melon farm, a melon farm, which is harvested periodically, put into this dropper that dispenses into the crockpot, and that is making just a whole bunch of fruitcake. The crockpot in this season works on a principle of trial and error. So anything you put in the crockpot, generally speaking, is going to produce a valid recipe. It's just whether or not that is a good recipe. Like fruitcake is still, 5 hunger bars and the equivalent saturation value of a golden carrot, but you don't get any bonus effects for cooking a hearty meal that could be context appropriate. Yeah, so in short, we're living off of fruitcake now. Any fruit ingredients in a crockpot, if it doesn't produce a valid recipe with, any other... If it doesn't produce a more specific recipe, it will produce a fruitcake. So we have eaten probably several hundred, at this point, very stale, unpalatable holiday fruitcakes in the middle of May at this point, which I think is one of the circles of hell. This is Casey's skeleton grinder. It's very nice in here. I just tacked this room on here recently. It's not decorated yet, but we've got a protractor you can do armor stand stuff with. I'm probably re-explaining stuff that's already been demonstrated because I don't know how much of the... to reiterate, 14 hours has made it into the previous, 40, 50 minutes. But Casey went crazy with the protractor posing the armor stands, and yeah, it's looking pretty good in here. Some nice decoration. This is sort of what I was hoping for. We got the Brennyn Sabar banners now. The previous Brennyn Sabar banners that we made with just the vanilla patterns did not look good, so I just threw it on in there. And check this out. Where's a... I can't see any fish. It's too dark. I'm gonna... Alright, I'm gonna do this. Here we go. Alright. I missed. I completely missed. It was right there. Pretty much, as far as shooting fish goes, point blank. You've got to be kidding me. Here we go. Got one. Yeah, my trident can pick up items. This was an idea I had not too long ago, and then some other guy that makes data packs also had this idea, and now I'm worried it's going to look like I stole his idea. But I did this like several months before that. I just want to throw that out there. These are garden crops, I guess you call them. This is just a garden, I guess. I guess garden crops would just be a garden. These are similar to the seeds we had last season. It's just one seed, and it's biome dependent what you get out of there, which I think is an interesting mechanic to actually make people want to go out and go to other biomes instead of just settling down and living in one place forever. You know, if you want to make a more complicated crockpot recipe, you might need garlic or soybeans that you get from the desert, or chili peppers that you get from the jungle, pomegranates you get from the nether. You get the point. I don't have to list all of them, even though I just did list every single one that was in my fridge. So you know, it's an interesting mechanic. It adds a little more diversity to your food options. You know, they're all pretty much the same food, but it's something to do. You can go out, you can go explore, get these new foods, bring them back, make new recipes. I should have gotten a glass of water before I did this. I've been talking to these people pretty much nonstop for 4 days. My voice is quite worn out, and again, to reiterate, it's quite late in my day, and my mouth is very dry, and I've been chewing gum all day, so that hasn't really helped either. Where? Oh, Lord. Okay, we're going to the Equinox, everybody! Now it happens! Bell Hollow! Okay, there's not going to be a bell in here. Do I have one in my bundle? Of course I don't. Oh, bell. Okay. All right. Let's talk about what just happened. That was surprising. This is a new dimension that Foundation adds. Foundation is the name of the data pack. Did I say that already? This is a new dimension that Foundation adds. It is an endless forest that has some cool sky features, but you can't see them because it's foggy right now. Every time you go to sleep, there is a 1 in 100 chance that what you just saw will happen. The chance increases based on certain contexts. If you've defeated the Ender Dragon, it's a 2% chance. If you got kidnapped by an Enderman and didn't do what I just did, you have 90 seconds to find a bell and ring it to sort of like anchor your consciousness in this weird dream state. And if you don't, you get ejected back in the overworld. And if you get ejected back in the overworld, the chance goes up to like 20% until you manage to do what I've just done. And the Equinox is designed sort of for travel. So 1 block here is 4 blocks in the overworld, sort of like the Nether, less efficient, but also less dangerous and easier to path through, right? There are no mobs passively, which is part of... It's kind of a loose hazard, but it is a hazard. The resources in the Equinox are very limited. The food that you can get here is not very good. There's no ores really to speak of. And if you don't have an axe, something that Foundation does, this isn't bad luck. I can chop one of these small trees without anything bad happening. Something that Foundation does is you need an axe to harvest wood, which you probably saw in the beginning of the season. I'm just going to put this here and pretend. I'm going to put this here and pretend it was a generation error, not that I just punched out a log. So if you don't have an axe and you need to get wood, you got to go a decent ways to find a river to. I mean, I say that like there's not a river right over there, but you have to go a decent ways to get gravel to make a flint axe, to chop down a tree, to get wood, to et cetera, et cetera. So if you get stuck in here and you get lost and you don't have resources, you are just going to starve, basically. Now, this is not our first visit to the Equinox. There is actually another way in. It's just more dangerous. And of course, Casey and Mast discovered it immediately. I was actually asleep when they did this, but my producers are telling me that we have a dramatic reenactment of the events in question that we can cut to right now. This is the dumbest thing to use this for. But I've made a lodestone. Alright. Proceed with this next part very carefully. Take the tuning fork, right-click on the bell. Okay, now we all want to stand very close to this, and someone ring it. Here we go. Whew, that's a lot of achievements for doing that. Don't cut them down, Casey. It's bad luck. All right. Everyone remember where we parked the car? We're at about 25 by negative 75. And we need to go find another bell so that we can leave.
Oh, so this is a map reward.
The danger is getting lost and running out of resources. It's not so much getting attacked by 15 pigs because you opened the wrong chest.
Talking about, I guess.
Oh, that's good. That's going to lead us to a bell.
Oh, it's actually nearby.
Okay.
This way.
Yep. Take us over there.
Not too far.
Anyone that has a tuning fork is going to want to get in on this. Yeah, here we go. All right, come on down and smack your tuning fork on this bell if you have it. Okay. And now we can go back and make our exit portal and make our re-entry portal. That
Oh,
doesn't...
these ruins. Ah.
Someone's already looted that. Okay. Going
Yeah,
to go
master.
establish return trip. Which is right over here. Cannot stress this enough. Do not get lost. Okay, so have you looked at the sun lately?
Is it impassable?
Can you see a gap in the... There's a gap in the trees right here. See if that shows up for you.
It's like a kip.
Okay. I'm remaking the portal. I don't know if this is going to take you guys with us. You might be too close. Okay, Casey, you got to ring the bell again. Oh, Lord. Yeah, this portal... This portal got busted. And then if we want to go back, just... And that one is now permanent. Alright. Well, now that we've solved that problem... I guess Math didn't come with us. Oh, no, there he is.
That's a nice animation for no old zone.
Yeah. I'm not... There's some problems with it that I won't go into because I don't want you to notice them and then be never able to unsee them, but there are things I'd like to fix with it, but there's bugs with textures that mean that I can't. But now that I've solved that problem, I'm going to go get dinner. Don't get lost.
A couple.
Don't say it. Okay, Casey.
Okay.
Okay, well, don't starve while you're lost, and I'll be back later. And don't follow the wisps. That's all I'll say. You can't trust them, and they want to hurt you. Good luck with that. All right, I've been gone for maybe 15 minutes now, and everyone has wandered off into the forest and probably gotten lost, like I specifically said not to, and now I have to go save them, I guess. Here we go. Okay, well, I found somebody's portal.
Oh, that's a one to see how far we will be in the overworld.
Yeah, out in the mangrove glade. Do you want me to bring that with me?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what will happen if we try to make it.
It's fine. I still can't get over the fact that Math's just pretty much on the word of somebody who has admitted repeatedly that he's lying to you about a lot of things in this data pack, just went down and punched a warden.
Did we not tell Duey?
Well,
I just joined the group. I didn't hear anything before.
well, we gotta turn all the way around to go get her.
I can meet you there. Where are you?
We're at negative 4,000 by negative 250 in another dimension.
Oh, in another dimension is going to be an issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did Mask go?
Okay, what should I do? Should I like try to get somewhere? Or should I
You're
prepare
in the
stuff
canopy?
Should I have like a? Should I be preparing my inventory for this adventure?
Let's make so we have food.
Food. You need food.
Okay, I have 37 bread to my name,
That's good.
and I have a.
I went in here with 5 things, which I'm now out of. Casey, can I borrow some food? I ate all of my pasta on the way over.
If you don't have food, Casey, I have
Pasta.
some extra. Food.
Ah!
Pocket food.
Casey just threw like a million things at me in one click. I don't want to hear nobody talking smack about the bundles. Are we going back into the overworld? Possibly past the world border?
Oh.
Let's find out.
Because we're at
I mean,
negative
you won't.
5,000.
You'll. I mean, if you've programmed it correctly, I mean, at least that's how it works with the Nether. But you.
No, I have not programmed it correctly because you're not supposed to do this. Hi, editing KirbAvion here. I just want to break in real quick and just explain some technical restrictions that we have with data packs. So it's impossible to tell when you're teleporting a person between dimensions whether or not they're outside of the world border or not. When the Nether does it, that's hard-coded, but anything else, you just sort of have to hope, because you can get the size of the world border with a command, but you can't get the center of the world border with a command, so it's impossible to know where the world border actually starts relative to where the player is, so I can't do anything about it. Just wanted to put that out there before the server lag cleared up and we were teleported maybe outside the world border. Oh, okay, we're going.
Oh. Yeah,
oh, well,
outside.
We are definitely past the world border. Good to know. I need to now do a check to cross-reference the world border with the player's coordinates. So we can't do anything with this village. And also, incidentally...
Wait, what do you mean you're past the world border? How are you not dying?
I turned that off because I was worried this would happen.
Oh, you actually are like on the other side of the world border?
We're on the other side of the world. So let me put it this way. We're a kilometer outside the world border.
Yeah. More
Not
like
a kilometer, 10 kilometers.
That's a lot.
Yeah, 10.
I can't, Casey. We're outside the world border.
Can you increase it to or
I probably can. God, Casey, I forget how little you left the fishbowl. I'm like, none of this is new.
I never saw the world border on the old map.
Not the world border, but just like we're in a snow village.
Oh.
And Casey's freaking out about snow villagers and strays, and no, I can't make new villager types. The snow village is just the thing in the game. I can make new villagers, but the villagers are completely...
By the way, the jungle villagers in Frogtown, those are vanilla too.
Swamp villagers.
Like, yes, or swamp.
No, Casey's been to the jungle village.
But
like
but aren't
the
the Frogtown residents are just jungle villagers, right?
Swamp villagers.
They added both?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah, anyway, the point is that Mojang added a bunch of new villagers.
Their excuse
like
was that swamp terrain and jungle terrain did not mesh well with villages, and like the generation kept going weird because of all the trees and water. But I did it just fine, and I didn't even have to change any programming in the game, so I think they were just lazy. We might be looking to get something good here. Does anyone have leather armor?
I saw a helmet in one of the buildings.
Well, I think we need leather shoes, or we're gonna have a bad time. Wow, Casey found it immediately. Yeah. This is why you don't just run into places. Ah. Casey, I can't get out of here because this is silverfish stone. Okay. Hey, llama, I found some powdered snow.
On my way, I just made a bucket. Oh, shit, I'm taking these fucking condos.
I've come up with a name for the island that I live on.
Okay.
This awesome.
Why did you do that?
Oh, emerald.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why are you assuming things are safe? Okay, I'm putting the portal right here. Masked move. Oh no, this guy might come with us. I have 6 fish, some pumpkin pie, a couple of glowberries, and I'm gonna sprint for 5 kilometers. Well, how many have you found? 6 out of 8? Okay. Well, one of them is quite rare. The other one I don't know why you haven't found yet, but it's a little rarer, I guess.
And the corp.
Oh, thunderstorm.
Well, don't sleep. We might actually want this.
Well, there's lightning strikes in Birdplate.
I have a lightning rod. I'll be fine.
I'm scared.
All right. Nobody get lost in the fog. I said before we went in, the hazard is getting lost. And you immediately got lost.
I wouldn't say I'm lost.
We're a mile and a half from home in dense fog in the woods. You know why you're not scared of this place, Casey? Because you got here under a controlled circumstance with a verified expert. If you'd gotten here the way you were supposed to, by going to bed, you would want to leave immediately. Don't follow it. You know what? Follow it. If it lures you into a peat bog to drown, it will be your own fault.
Wait for me, Casey. This is a nice.
All right, I'm writing down Casey will be lured into a peat bog to drown, and I'm sealing it in an envelope.
Oh, I see one too. Holy shit, this motherfucker was fast.
Uh-oh. You gonna die.
Actually, that might... Did anything bad happen?
No.
Can you
I
try
dug
digging
up-
where it landed?
I see a skeleton saw. Oh,
Okay.
okay. Okay, so... Holy shit.
Hi, editing KirbAvion again. That thing behind me is a will-o-wisp. So I'm about to laugh for about 5 straight minutes, and just to give you some context on why, my producers have provided me very generously with another dramatic reenactment of what just happened to DarkLlama. Let's take a look.
Oh, okay. Okay, so... Holy shit.
Uh-oh. Guys, they're will-o'-the-wisps, not leprechauns. They don't, like, lead you to a treasure.
That's the best one you could have gotten. That's the rarest
Oh,
one, and you get...
What the fuck?
You
Okay.
guys remember when I
Now
said
I'm on
don't
my
follow
way
the
back.
wisps? Because bad things will happen. Okay, sure.
Oh, Casey got lucky. Me not so much.
You're all following one? A different one?
Yeah, and I actually ended up eating 2. Like, I got teleported to a rips.
Oh. Oh, come on. You had
Yeah,
a
my second
barrow
one.
white spawn. Thank you very much. Wait, here we go. Okay, I'm back. I made it. I'm here. Okay. Yeah. Well, that sure was an adventure. Let's go see what Zacticon is up to. I bet it's something new and different, and oh, yep, what a surprise. He's still digging a canal. Casey's about to get abducted by elves if you want to come watch. Thanks. I think he's over here, right? Casey, are you over here? Casey? He's gonna hate this. Here he goes. Bye, Casey. Yeah. Interesting times ahead. More Panama nonsense and more birdplate. I don't know. Not that much more birdplate. I'd like to move out eventually, but I haven't gone exploring yet. But yeah, we'll see. I don't want to build like Palms Ahoy distance out this season, but I might have to go a ways out, because this continent that we're on is very hilly, and I don't want to do hills because that's either for the sort of urbanized environment that I'm planning, or like post-urbanized, I guess you'd call it. Hills are bad for me. I don't want to do a city on a hill. So, is this Casey's daylight detector? I guess so. I thought he was going to put a moss carpet over that, but whatever. Yeah, so I don't really want to do a hilly area, and this is a very mountainous continent. I think this leads over to our spawn. I've tweaked the birch forest biome too. You can see these fallen logs around. But yeah, this is Casey's spawn camp. Oh, it's a spawn camp. I see. You probably didn't intend that, but yeah, okay. Yeah, we can go spawn camping, everybody. I've said this 5 times already. I'm going to call it here. I'm done. This has been Brennyn Sabar. This has been Season 6 of Brennyn Sabar. Season 3, which is Season 1 of Foundation. Thanks for tolerating it. And like and subscribe. What do people say at the end of these? I don't like saying that because it feels like pandering. Or like reverse pandering. Like I want you to pander to me. I don't know. But yeah, and that's this episode. Oh, let me show you how you boil salt. Actually, one last thing before I go. Look, I'm boiling salt. It just does that. And now it's turning into salt. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to bed. See ya. There's a good spot to put a canal through here too, and I was thinking like Zach should set up a toll booth. He should make his house like a little bridge and put like a toll booth in it and live in there. Eh? Man, look at Mr. Fancy Pants over here. Jeez. Good lord. Okay. Well, nice talking to you, Jeff Bezos. I'm gonna go back to my elevated platform on the side of a hill and try to keep the rain out.
Get out of here. You're gonna have to pay my toll pretty soon.
Yeah. Oh no.
Thankfully, you can still come over here for free.
I don't want to pay the toll. Here, have a Brennyn Sabar. That's my bribe.
Oh, thank you very much.